Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we are going to tell you about our visit to... Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we're going to talk about some things you can do and... Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video we're going to show you some tasty treats that you can grab on your next visit to Hell's Kitchen.
In this video, we're going to be talking about Hell's Kitchen. It's one of our favorite boroughs we visited when we went to New York, and we've had several trips, but this was one of the ones we feel like we had a good time when it comes to eating and getting a lot of, especially sweet treats, but just eating in general, we thought we had a good time, so we wanted to just share some of those with you guys. First place we went to was Shackles. It's a cookie shop.
Shackles was near our hotel.
They have a pretty good variety in terms of the different types of cookies they have. It's not just like basic chocolate chip or something like that. They do have those, but they have a lot of the ones with good toppings and stuff like that. So they have a pretty good eclectic menu of all the stuff they have.
They also have different types of coffees and teas that you can order there as well.
We did try about 3 or 4 of them just so we could get a good taste test, you know. Shaking in anticipation. Alright, so we got the funfetti. Let's see. Got all of it. Alright. That's really good.
That's it?
Yeah, that cream is really good. I don't know what they made, but that's really good. The funfetti was a really good cookie. We actually thought this was our favorite one that they had, that we tried there. It has a lot of different cream cheese, almost type icing on it. And it's just a really good flavor.
The frosting on top was not too sweet, but just sweet enough.
We did give it 5 stars, and we think that if you do like a sweet cookie, that's a really good one.
The other one we got was the matcha green tea.
Alright.
Smells just like green tea.
Does it?
Yeah.
Might be good.
Sounds good. I would only get this if you really, really like green tea flavored things. It tasted just like green tea.
We only gave it 2 stars just because we think that it was kind of bland in terms of the taste. Like, it tastes like green tea, but at the same time, it tastes like green tea.
It wasn't very sweet. In my opinion, it was a little too strongly flavored.
It's a really cool spot to sit out at. They have some stools and stuff you can hang out at. So that part's pretty cool if you just want to stop and grab a quick bite and get a cookie.
I had a chai tea while we were there. It was a bit of a rainy day when we were there that day, and the tea was really good. So good that I ended up going back and getting it a second time. Another cookie that we got was a serial killer. It is covered with what I think is marshmallow fluff and fruity pebbles. This was also really good. Not quite as good as the funfetti cookie, but still really good.
It was a little milder on the sweet side, so that might be a better option if you think that the funfetti is a little too sweet. But both of them, you can't really go wrong with either one on that one.
And the next one we had was a chocolate chip cookie, which was also pretty tasty.
We were in the middle of trying to figure out what is the best chocolate chip cookie in New York, and this was one of the ones we had during our taste test for that. So we did want to try theirs. We gave it 3 stars. It's not bad. We just think that there's probably room for improvement there, but I don't think that the straight up chocolate chip is one that they're truly focusing on. I think they like the ones with all different toppings and flavors. So I would say it's a good cookie if you just need to get one, but if you're really coming to get a cookie with toppings, this is going to be your place.
One of my favorite parts about being in New York was seeing all the little dogs walk around, and these corgis were no exception. Next up, we visited Los Tacos Numero Uno. This was a pretty simple restaurant. Due to COVID, there wasn't any dining or anything. It's a very straightforward menu. So we ordered a few tacos to share.
We tried 3 different tacos. They have a little area outside as well when the store is full.
pretty tasty.
Not bad. Which one? Which one is that?
The steak taco.
Okay. And we're at Los Tacos. Everyone doing outdoor eating.
I like how they toasted the corn tortilla.
Okay.
The flavors were really good. Nothing on there was too spicy or anything.
It was a good taco. I mean, we gave it 3 stars, and I think some of that's just comparing it to some of the places we've been, like in Mexico and Texas and a lot of other little places that'll have tacos and stuff pretty frequent. So comparatively, it's a good taco. I wouldn't say it's just like gonna blow you out of the water, but it is a good taco.
So we ended up getting pork and a chicken to go along with it.
With everything. The adobada taco, or pork taco, that one was pretty good. It had some pineapple slices on there, which was a nice little touch.
We thought the chicken taco was probably the best taco that we had there. Everything was marinated really well. They had some really good toppings. I would say that Los Tacos Numero Uno is a good place to stop at, especially if you just want a quick bite and something in and out. It's not as expensive as some things you'll try in New York. So it's a really good spot to stop at. I think it's something you should consider if you are in Hell's Kitchen. They do have several other locations, but if you're in this Hell's Kitchen area, you can just, while you're walking along heading towards Times Square or something like that, it's a pretty cool place to stop in and grab you a quick bite.
Then we visited UT47 Kitchen. They had some healthy-ish options on their menu, like vegan things, some gluten-free options. They had lots of creative flavored teas and drinks.
They did have a few sweets as well, like the macaroons that they made on site.
I tried the mermaid latte. While it was very pretty, it was not the tastiest thing I've ever drank. But it'd be good for Instagram. We also had an iced Thai tea. This was really good. Probably one of the best Thai teas I've ever had. I can't speak to how authentic it was, but it tasted good.
I had never had Thai tea before, so I don't really have anything to compare it to. But the one I had here was amazing. I thought it was really good. I don't know if I've accidentally peaked in terms of where I tried it at, but I did think it was really good. So hopefully when I try it again somewhere else, it'll be pretty good. I don't have to just go to New York to be able to ever drink Thai tea again.
Then we tried the pork Korean mandu, which are like pot stickers, basically. These were really good. They had a nice little crisp on them from where they fried them, and the filling inside was pretty good as well.
If you just want something light, like a quick snack to have, it's a really good one to try.
So these are the, what was the name?
Some Korean mandu.
Yeah,
the pork.
The pork. I got 7 piece.
We ate a couple already.
Yeah, you know, hard to resist, right? But here we go. It's our little. Pretty good. It's not a strong flavor, but it's not bad. I think it does have a good little texture inside. It's like any little spring roll kind of feeling, I guess, dumpling or whatever. But it's pretty good. I won't say spring roll because there's a better texture on the outside. I hate those.
The way that they had to set it up due to COVID, you couldn't really go inside like you normally would, so you are really on the sidewalk right by the street. So just be careful if you're gonna go have a seat and not get clipped by a mirror or something. The Korean Bulgogi tacos, they weren't bad.
It had a lot of stuff on it, so it's kind of hard to eat. I don't really like to eat things that are messy, so that was a little bit of a challenge. But otherwise, it tasted pretty good.
So these are the Korean beef tacos?
Yes, there's beef, maybe rice, some kind of seeds of some type.
Like a sesame maybe?
Some greens.
Let's see what it tastes like then.
It's pretty good.
Not bad?
A lot of different flavors.
That's good.
Yeah.
So it's a winner.
The actual filling was really good. I just think that I would give it 3 stars just because of the fact that it's just too much on the topping side. But if you want to have a lot of options in terms of if you want a light breakfast, or if you want to be able to get a quick little drink, a bubble tea, or just a big thing of variety, and you have a vegan options, you have smoothies, I think this UT47 Kitchen is a great place to be able to get all those different things and just be like a one-stop shop for that.
Next up, we visited Empanada Mama. Like the name suggests, they have lots of different empanadas that you can try. There's all different types of filling, from traditional to non-traditional, and all of the ones that we tried were pretty good.
Empanada Mama was a cool spot in terms of the vibe inside. They had a lot of cool music and stuff playing and all that, so it really was like a hip type feel when you were in there. So it's a really good place to sit and have a bite if you do have time to sit and eat inside. As we know, during COVID, there's always different restrictions and everything, so we just didn't really feel like bothering with trying to eat inside. So we just went and took our food to go, and we want to eat in the hotel.
So we grabbed some Empanada Mama on the way back to the hotel because it was raining. We got the El Toro. It's a weekend special, and it's oxtail, Jamaican pepper, chipotle, red wine, onion, carrot, thyme, and maduros.
Ooh.
And this is one of their wheat empanadas.
Wheat?
Yes.
Like they use, so they have corn and flour, right?
They have fried wheat, fried corn, and then baked wheat.
Okay.
This
Hold it up.
fried.
There it is. Okay.
Fried wheat.
Let's see how it is then.
It also came with some green salsa, but sometimes that's hot, so I'm not gonna eat it.
She will withdraw from that. No, they got good crunch to the empanada.
Pretty good.
Let me see the inside. Okay, there you go. So you got good flavor on the oxtail and everything.
Almost kind of sweet. Interesting.
All right, well, there we go. We'll just do this one. We're not gonna actually film it eating on the other ones right now. We actually went back to the hotel. It's raining outside, so we just decided to have a little dinner in here.
I preferred the oxtail empanada over the shredded pork, but the shredded pork was still edible.
And maybe we just having a problem with pork this time, so we thought that it was probably okay, but it probably could have been a little bit better seasoned.
And then the shredded beef was my favorite. That one was just really delicious all around.
Empanada Mama's a cool place to stop at though if you're wanting to get any kind of like quick little handheld type bites or just something different than what you normally get. It's a really good change up for you if you want to try something. So I would suggest going there. I do think that the food overall was consistently pretty good. I would just say pick the things that you know you like in terms of fillings, because I mean you get what you ask for, I guess.
That night we grabbed Dim Sum Palace, which was right down the street from our hotel. It was walking distance.
The main reason for this is that growing up watching all the little TV shows about New York, everyone always got like Asian takeout, so I wanted to try it as well. And this was the closest thing that was available, so I probably could have did better research, but here we are. So these are the barbecue buns, barbecue pork. Yeah, barbecue pork buns. Got a little paper, but it's an interesting little texture. It looks like they were steamed, so we'll see. It looks like it's gonna be hot. So
Now I am not familiar with pork buns. This is my first time trying them. I was not prepared for the texture.
it's steamed, and so it's this weird spongy, soft texture that I don't think does well to be wrapping something as firm as meat, but that's my opinion. But you may like it. I don't know. I could have probably done without eating that.
So they weren't my favorite. The filling was okay.
It felt like it was just kind of a, I don't want to say like a microwave barbecue pork, but that's what it felt like. But it was an item we ate. We gave it 2 stars. Alright, so this is the roasted duck dumpling.
These, I didn't like these. It wasn't for me. Just all around, just wasn't for me.
Roasted shredded ducks, we'll see. It's got that interesting little texture as you look at it.
Gelatinous looking.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully the duck saves it.
I need your help with the bag, please.
I just think this whole round was just not a good one for us. The duck inside was not bad, but it felt like I was eating a condom. And the outside where the dumplings at. And I guess I've had this same issue when I've eaten certain types of spring rolls, but it was not a great texture. I felt like if I had to pick between the two, I'd pick the shredded pork bun in terms of texture, but the duck did taste better than the shredded, the filling for the pork bun. So I guess you take your pick. If you don't mind texture type weird textures, then I think this may be the place for you. It could be okay. I think the stars might go up 1 or 2 if you can get past some of the textures. Maybe.
Then we got the stir fry instant noodles with beef. They were kind of bland, if we're being honest. Just not exactly what I was expecting. But it was a huge portion, so if you're hungry, really hungry, and you need a bigger portion to eat, that would work really well for you.
It kind of helped fill out the meal since we didn't like the other items we had, so I guess there's that. As a bonus, we also want to include the Wellington Hotel because that's going to be in the same area. We kind of stumbled across this place. What had happened was we were staying in Brooklyn in an Airbnb, and it was one of the worst experiences we've ever had, which was shocking just because we just figured everywhere in Brooklyn would be good, but that we were sadly mistaken there.
I actually found the Wellington on Priceline.com. We found this. It was one of the ones where there's 3 options. You don't know which one it's going to be, but you get it at a low price, and then after you book, it confirms which hotel you got. And we were pleasantly surprised. But that could be because of the horror story that we lived through at our Airbnb in Brooklyn. So you'll have to stay tuned for another video talking about that. In the area of the Wellington, it was really nice. It's very close to Times Square, so there's lots of tourist type attractions that are easy to walk to, or just a quick subway ride from the hotel. The Wellington's right in the middle of everything. You can see all the lights. You're close to the Broadway shows if you need to walk somewhere.
And one of the cool ones is like Carnegie Hall. You can stop by and catch a show there, or just at least tour the place. And then there's just other stuff you can go see around that area. It's pretty close to kind of getting into Central Park, so it's not too many blocks to get up that way. So I think it's a good area just to stay in general. It's an older hotel, but it didn't really like feel old, if that makes any sense. The staff there, in terms of in the lobby and everything, is really attentive. They're gonna make sure that they grab all your things for you, and they're gonna be really right on the spot in terms of helping you out when you're in the lobby. And we never had any issues in terms of checking in or anything like that, and everyone was really nice.
Our room at the Wellington was massive. I know most hotels in New York, especially the ones that are more budget friendly, tend to have much smaller rooms. The Wellington was like an apartment. We had 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It was very spacious.
It was a pretty cool little room, especially considering how last minute it was, and we had to just try and take one that was the most affordable, as well as you're trying to just balance the price and quality. And I think we ended up getting a steal on this one, but we thought that with how it got us out of a bind, we really felt we should include it. All right, guys, thanks again for watching our video, and hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, just feel free to drop us a comment, and we'll make sure we get back to you as soon as possible.
If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. Thanks.